Welcome to the channel. It's GT Junior Grows It Alaska, and I'm here. And as you see, winter is upon us here in Alaska. But oh my, doesn't it look so wonderful? I mean, it's just breathtaking. But let me tell you a little bit about why WIG is something that we should, involve ourselves with. Because back in the days, community was everything. We've given the corporations too much power, and I think we need to bring it back. I mean, you should start a garden or be able to trade with family, friends, or neighbors. Bring it back, y'all. I mean, when food becomes an industry, healthcare becomes an industry too, and humans are the products. You need to pay attention. And history will know this age that we're going through right now is the age of AI, greed, control, lack of nutrition, heavily pesticide work, us working at night, us understanding and not valuing money as far as currency. And, we have all these packaged goods, and we wonder why the cancer rates have raised as much as they have. I mean, I'm pretty sure that 20 and 30-year-old patients are, having doctor's visits, and they're informing them that, hey, you got that C word. So, when it comes down to the most secure food chain that you can visit, it's the one that you grow and harvest yourself. And that's real talk, because the vitamins, nutrients that people have, basically took measurements of, they're getting those measurements from fruits and vegetables that have made it to maturity. When they ship them here to Alaska, I don't know about where you at, but when they ship them here to Alaska, they're not fully mature. So I'm pretty sure that we're lacking a lot of different things. So I decided that, let's go ahead and crank this up to another level. And as more time is available, the more I'm going to be able to invest into this thing called healthiness. It's GT Junior Grows in Alaska. I hope y'all can hear me good. Yeah, so what we have is, as y'all saw, was setting up the oh yeah, got my movie in. Old school know about that. So we can go ahead and let me tell you about some of the pros when it comes down to growing hydroponics. Hydroponics allow you to grow your plants faster most of the time. You just need to keep your the requirements of hydroponics at the top of your list when it comes down to number one, the water source. That means letting your water sit out for 24 hours. The nutrient solution, proper lighting, temperature, humidity control, oxygenation, your growing medium, pest and the disease management. Those are a few of the pros. One of the things that I like about this unit that I actually bought is that it is a small, compact hydroponic unit. It's only 24 watts. It actually gives you a diagram of everything that you may be able to use. It gives you some instruction. It gives you some suggestions. It tells you where everything is located, so everything is understood. And the reason why it says maximum water level of 5.5 is because sometimes if you put too much water into the system, you can actually drown your plants. So it's just like when you overwater your plants. The same thing is present in hydroponics. So just be cautious and careful. My birthday was towards the end of November. I am a Sagittarius. I just hit age 46 and I'm so happy. One of the gifts that my wife was able to get me was this. And on her card it says, "Happy birthday, babe. Here's one of a few. Hope you like it. I love you. Here's a gift from your beautiful Miss GTU." I think that this is a great beginner's hydroponic unit. If you want to be a hydroponic hobbyist, I think that this is an excellent system. All of the controls for the unit will be located on top of the unit. As far as like if you're in flower cycle or anything like that, you can actually push the button to actually have that operate with more proficiency. This unit extends to 17.3, I believe it is. So it has a fairly large system to bring it up to the level that best suits the growth of your plants. The way it delivers the water is a very useful tool. I like this when I had it on another unit. Everything is included on this. I zoomed in on this light because I bought another hydroponic unit. It was the one that I returned, if you look at some of my earlier videos. And it was because it was cracked and other things were wrong with it. But as you see, everything is found for this unit here. It has the stakes, it has the water port, it has the plant basket, the LED light is 24 watts. Here are the nutrients that you will be using for your plants. It is recommended, in my opinion, to get you get more nutrients to continue feeding your plants. Here is the power source that you will be utilizing, and the scale bar is going to be on the front so you can observe how much water you have used, because as the plant grows it will use more and more of the liquids available. And let's see what else is included into this. What I would suggest is do not plug this unit in until you have actually put the water in. Okay, because if you put it in and you have not put the water in, you may burn up the motor. So please use caution. Make sure you fill up the unit before you actually turn it on. Some people use distilled water. I use water that I let aerate for 48 hours and then I utilized it. And it tells you that you put, I think, you fill up the water and then you put 5 ml of the A and B into the water, and that's how you mix it. But read the directions and it'll let you know. But there's a veg cycle and a fruit and flower cycle. I suggest also that you use a timer to make sure that the unit stays on for your desired time frame. I use mine for 16 hours. Some people, they put theirs at 12, and it's what's best for you and the growth of your plants. Cleaning this unit will be fairly easy. What I know is that some of the gunk from the nutrients will build up on your unit unless you take precautions. What I use for precautions is I use aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is fairly cheap. So I believe that introduction to hydroponics and the aesthetics of this unit is clean. It is a clean unit to actually utilize. Right here I am showing you that the water is delivered through each individual slot. I wanted to actually show you that because when I first was introduced to this by Mike, I was so impressed that it actually did that. Okay, well, let me tell you some of the common disadvantages of hydroponic farming. One of them is the high cost of setting up a hydroponic system. Growing in soil can be fairly inexpensive to basically cheap or basically free, because you're utilizing the natural resources and you're planting that. With this system, with this type of growing, you're actually, creating a false reality. And it's because you want to try to produce food year round. And that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to utilize hydroponics for. And the quick grow, the pest management is better suited with using hydroponics versus soil, in my opinion. It relies on constant power. From my opinion, I do not use the cracky system, but every once in a while, maybe twice since I've been growing in the last, I say 7 years. So you always have to have power, in my opinion. There's a constant maintenance and monitoring with hydroponic system. Part of that is because with hydroponics, there's less forgiveness with this because you're delivering the nutrients directly to the plant without, there's no buffer. Like with soil, there's a buffer. You'll start to see that the plants are wilting. You'll start to see discoloration, and then you can make your evaluations then. But with hydroponics, you're actually going to see the results or the effects, almost immediately. It's going to start to fall on the floor, drop. The leaves is going to start to fall. And that's when you start to do your research. You do your research to see what can you do. So that may mean that you need to get some type of app or some type of knowledge. And I'm going to share that in one of my videos, in one of my lives. I'm going to share that. Just some of the things that you can do to help you be more successful. With another disadvantage is it's more susceptible to waterborne diseases. When water is stagnant, it creates, certain things in the water. So having oxygen, reliable oxygen, I believe is going to always be essential. But just pay attention to everything, and everything should pan out pretty well. Hydroponics. Well, let me tell you more about hydroponics. Hydroponics is a growing of plants in liquid. You use nutrients, and you use most of the time artificial lighting. That's if you're growing indoors. And some of the common things that people grow in is the little clay pebbles. Let me see, cocoa coir, perlite, vermiculite probably, packing peanuts, the actual container, the little white styrofoam stuff, and also cotton. Cotton is something that cotton balls that you use to like wipe up wounds and stuff like that. I just got introduced to that not too long ago, but that is also something else. Let me tell you some of the things that grow fairly well in the hydroponic system: lettuce, tomatoes, hot peppers, cucumbers, green beans, basil, chives. And chives, they're also profitable. Like you could sell those to, a local store or something like that, local restaurant. So yeah, I mean, it's some good things that can come from this. Another thing, some of the common mistakes that people make when they garden hydroponically is poor management of the nutrients. Not actually remembering that, okay, your plant is going into flower, so you probably should use you should probably use plant solutions that is on an NPK scale. It should probably have more phosphorus, which is the P, than it does of the nitrogen, which is the N. That's just my opinion on that. Other common mistakes are overplanting, inadequate lighting, using the wrong growing medium, like as far as using a sponge that doesn't allow the roots to penetrate through, not, poor management of your pH. pH is pH is very bad. Also, not having the tools to actually help your success as far as a pH pen, EC pen, which is the salts that are inside of your water. The reason why I have on all of these clothes, the hat, the sweater and everything, it's not that cold in my house. It was because I was outside working on the chicken coop, and then I seen this beautiful view when I came upstairs to grab my tea, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should set it up. So I set it up because I wanted that shot right there is immaculate. Now this aquaponics system, one of them is I had a long time ago that I haven't used in years, and the other one with the sticker is brand new. Yeah, y'all see my kitchen, it's not, oops, whatever. But anyways, some people do not like hydroponics, and some of that boils down to, they say that certain flavors aren't there. They say nutrient is not comparable when you're comparing it to soil. Soil is always, in my opinion, going to outrank hydroponics, but I don't have to worry about pesticides, and I can have access to fresh fruits and vegetables, and especially lettuce, using this method. So I hope that you try hydroponics. All right, now trust the process. GT, and I'm out.